used to be a time where it was actually very difficult to find anything anime or manga related. Now you can find anime DVDs just lying around in the thrift store for like $3. And why bother looking over the list of top-rated anime your friends keep recommending to you when you can look at the most obscure anime within the depths of a thrift store? Well, that's what these reviews are all about. Welcome back to Thrift Store Anime Reviews, and we got 3 more different anime DVDs to review here today. But before we get started, I just want to tell you about something new and exciting happening. A brand new Kickstarter that you could be a part of. It is an anthology of different indie comic creators. 7 different stories by talented comic and manga artists. And the best part about this anthology, you're the one who gets to vote on it. Similar to how Shonen Jump magazine used to have rankings for each of their stories, you get to vote on which of these you enjoyed the best, and the winner gets $500. We're launching this on August 31st, so if you haven't already, just click notify me on launch, support this contest, and support the creators behind it, because I think that this is going to be really, really cool when it's ready. But now back to the main event, going over the anime that I picked up at the thrift store. Some hits, some misses. Well, mostly misses, who are we kidding? First up on the list, L/R, licensed by royalty. 2 main characters, Jack and Ro, work for a secret organization who are given the task to protect the Ishtarian royal family. Similar to like James Bond movies, they also have like futuristic spyware to help them with their missions, despite the fact that they are not spies, really. I mean, I guess they sometimes go undercover, but it's not really a main theme of the show, at least for the few episodes that were featured on this DVD. And there's only 5 episodes, just to be clear. None of these episodes are high stakes. They're all very casual kinds of episodes. The first one involves them trying to retrieve a royal artifact before it gets sold. And then there's this convoluted mystery behind it, trying to figure out like, oh, who stole the artifact? Oh, where did they go? Did they jump at the window? For some reason, the artifact is a mermaid's foot. Mermaids don't have feet. I think maybe later on down the line for this series, they do insert some sort of story arc for the characters and for the world that they set up. I just didn't see any of that. So if you've watched all of this, you can tell me if it gets any better, because those 5 episodes that I watched were extremely dry. Now, I also watched them dubbed. I don't know if that added or subtracted from the experience overall. I would say maybe subtracted. The voice actors for the dub absolutely did not help sell it. Not that they did a terrible job, and not that the script itself is like the worst I've ever seen. There's just such a lack of energy.
Well, we better be on our way. He's got our girls after all. Time for us to divide and conquer.
Everything about how they deliver their lines is so bland and boring.
I'm so very sorry that I disappeared.
And the music choices. This is a very oddly quiet anime, first of all. But then when there is music, it's all this soft rock, jazzy type stuff that doesn't fit in the scenes at all. And I know you might be thinking, oh, well, jazz, what about Cowboy Bebop? It fit in the fight scenes and it was super cool. No, you don't understand. Cowboy Bebop knew that it was supposed to be energizing when these fight scenes happened. This doesn't understand that at all. I would have enjoyed the music on its own, separate from this series. It's the fact that they're paired together that makes it so infuriating because of how ill-fitting it is.
Didn't Mama tell you? Smoking kills.
And a lot of the music in the background is also lyrical, so like you're listening to people talk over other people singing.
We've had a report saying the LR agents got away.
So stupid! Why is the music so bad? Why is the directing so bad for this freaking... It really is just how they decided to execute on it. It's so bland. It's so energyless. In addition to that, the animation is, well, you know, could be better in some sections. And I think the fact that it's missing that energy, it's missing that spark. The story itself is not terrible, but the script is not exactly elevating it in any way. It's just so mediocre. Now, if you're interested in getting the DVD like I did, you get some extras, such as the opening and ending theme, the credits, if you wanted to watch those credits. More notably, there's a lot of trailers for other anime on this. Actually, like a considerable amount. I didn't count how many because it just kind of keeps on going, but like there had to be like 10 trailers on this DVD alone. So yeah, overall, disappointed. If you've seen the whole series or if you've ever heard of this ever, let me know what you think about it down below in the comment section. But yeah, this one was rough for me. And now, next up, we have Pain. This is, I have sort of a love-hate relationship with this one. What's the plot? Good question. You know, once again, there's only 5 episodes to this, and you'd think within those 5 episodes they would, be able to explain what the heck is going on. Alright, so our main character, Kyo, is pulled into a mysterious world by a mysterious girl who seems to have magic powers, I guess.
So then, are you a ghost?
See for yourself.
What? Huh?
What are you doing? The girl convinces him to pilot a mech in what she describes to be like a virtual reality game, and he agrees to do it so long as she helps him promote the swim club at his school. Because if he doesn't get enough members for the swim club, it'll be disbanded. We all know that anime trope, right? So every now and then he's pulled into this other world where he's fighting in a mech war while thinking it's a game, only to later be revealed 4 episodes later that it's all real. Whoa. I don't know why that was a secret. Kinda doesn't seem like she needed to lie to him to begin with. When I first watched this anime, I could have sworn it was made to sell toys. I thought for sure, oh man, this has got to be some sort of toy commercial. They're trying to sell the mechs. That's the reason why they're not explaining anything. It's because they don't care about the plot. Also because like the mech fights, while they weren't that cool, they were very long. Like half of an entire episode would just be the mech fight. They never establish any rules to how the mechs work. You don't really have any idea of what the stakes are. He's been told that it's a virtual reality game, so like why do I care if he wins? And all I could think was, oh, they're trying to sell like mech toys or something. But no, apparently there were sequel anime movies to this, as well as video games and manga adaptations from this. But as far as I can tell, nothing existed before it. It was just an anime that was created to, I guess, kickstart a franchise. And I am so confused why it worked. And yes, I am biased for only having watched 5 episodes on a DVD, but this show has a very bad habit of relying way too much on its mystery. It'll constantly just have nonsensical things happen without explaining it, all the while trying to pretend to be much deeper than it actually is. I practically got nothing out of these 5 episodes. I don't know how to explain to you what is happening. The story feels like it's barely developed at all. We're not past the initial plot synopsis. I do feel bad for the main character though, because I relate to him the most. He has no idea what's going on either. And yet, despite the fact that he has no fucking clue what's going on, everybody's mad at him for not knowing what's going on. This mysterious girl tells him, oh, you're being teleported into a video game. He's like, well, that makes no sense, but okay, I'll go along with it. And then when they lose a battle, he's like, oh, well, don't worry, guys. It's just a game. We'll get him next time. They're mad at him. He didn't know it wasn't actually a game. You had so many episodes to explain to him that it was real, You chose not to! And even when she, like, tells him that it's real, that's it, that's all she says. This is all real. And then she walks away! Bitch, come back here! Explain! Is there any reason for this? Is there any reason why she's gotta walk away? She's gotta be vague and mysterious all the time? No. Nobody's telling her, oh, you gotta keep this secret from him, otherwise you will. No, nobody told her that. And the part that I hate the most about this is that the mystery was kind of working on me, because every single time an episode ended and gave me all these new questions with no answers, I was like, fuck, I gotta watch the next episode. You son of a bitch, it fucking worked on me. Even when I ended this DVD and I was like, god damn it, that sucked. I can't believe they didn't explain anything. My first thought was, now I have to go find the show online and watch the rest of the episodes. Does it get better when they actually start revealing more details about the plot? Is it satisfying? Is it worth all the frustration to get there? Do the mech fights get better at least? Or is the entire anime just a big old Zega pain in the ass? And something else you might notice. The voice actor for Kyo is the same voice for Sonic the Hedgehog, which did make watching this series more enjoyable.
Once the guys signing up take one look at her, it'll be like, boing!
Ironic that he's captain of the swim club. As far as extras included on this DVD, not a whole lot. You get the opening theme, the ending theme, the credits, and 3 trailers. Just 3. Even Licensed by Royalty had more trailers. But that's about all I got to say for this one. Now, the last anime that I picked up from the thrift store is actually the best of all these that we've reviewed so far, and it's an anime movie. This is Miss Hokosai. And if you like historical dramas, boy, are you gonna like this one. This story takes place in the Edo period, following the life of Katsushika Oi, the daughter of the master artist Hokosai. She serves as his assistant, helping him with various customers throughout the movie. All of these storylines are loosely connected with this ongoing theme of death and spirits and the possible afterlife. Alongside these, there is another storyline for Oi's blind little sister who is dying. And much to Oi's frustration, her father is too cowardly to see her before she passes on. You would think something about artists in the Edo period, it would be maybe more so focused about improving as an artist or the frustrations of being an artist, you know, because we see anime about mangaka all the time and even about animators, and it tends to be kind of meta. It tends to be more so like them writing about themselves, essentially. This one's a little bit different. Not that the art isn't a part of the movie, but it's so much more about the people, as well as, of course, like the fear of death and what is going to happen in the afterlife, what is going to happen to you, to your loved ones. Does God even care about you? I know that sounds like such a, whoa, that's a really heavy subject for a movie about 2 artists in the Edo period, but when you learn the story behind how this movie came to be, it kind of makes more sense. This is based off of a manga series, although loosely connected, and the creator of the original Miss Hokosai died of cancer before the movie was made. What we're seeing here is not just a movie saying, hey, fellow artists, it's more so a dedication of her and of her work. And it is a beautiful movie, definitely beautifully animated, not to mention the vibe maxing, but I will say it is a bit dry, it is a bit slow. There's a lot of empty space in between the scenes. And so I think if you are the type of anime watcher who, you know, needs the snapping fingers, you need the explosions, you need something to be exciting happening on the screen, this might not be for you. Even more so, there's no dub of this movie. So if you don't speak Japanese, this is not for the second screen viewing. Nor do I think it should be. I think it's worth actually watching, actually paying attention to, if you're in the right mood for it. Heaven and hell, God, being there for the people you love, all of these themes woven into the story, especially relating to Oi's little sister, who's upset by the fact that she's been blind and sickly her whole life. She feels as though that because she is a burden on her family and cannot take care of them herself, she's not going to heaven, she's going to hell when she dies. Which is such a sad thing for a little girl to say, oh my god. And Oi herself kind of struggles with wondering what is waiting on the other side when we all go. One of the customers that they go to help, they believe that the painting is haunted, right? And that it's causing them to have these terrible nightmares. The painting is one of hell itself, where everyone is eternally suffering. The way that Hokusai purifies the painting or fixes it so that it will no longer be cursed, he gives them some sort of way out of the suffering and adds some balance to the painting. And later on, when Oi is going to a prostitute, don't worry about the prostitute part, she finds another painting of a god or a Buddha, to which the prostitute remarks that he doesn't feel as though God really cares about them, and that if God ever did come to Earth, everyone would pray to him and he would just ignore them completely, step on them, and keep on walking. You kind of see it through Oi's eyes, where she also kind of feels as though maybe they're just not very important in the grand scheme of the world. But it does end on a relatively pleasant note, where Hokusai does eventually go to see his daughter, and as he retires, he passes the torch down to Oi to continue to do painting, Oi concluding that her little sister could have never gone to hell. As I said before, it's a very emotionally charged movie. It's a little bit of a slow burn, but if you're really in the mood for that nice, melancholic slice of life movie, especially one that is a period piece, I think you would really enjoy this. Now, as far as the extras go, you get the trailer for the movie itself. I always think that's funny whenever they include the trailer for the movie that you're watching in the movie. You also get 4 preview trailers for other movies, and a brief 15-minute documentary of the making of Miss Hokusai, which I love that. I love that when the DVDs include the little documentaries and showing you like how the animation process goes, and they're talking about like what their thought process was for writing scene to scene. I love that stuff. Please, DVDs, include more of this. This is also how I found out that this was based on a manga and that the creator died of cancer. And they end by saying the beauty and tragedy of life will capture people's hearts, which I do feel like that is the main thing with Miss Hokusai. But yeah, that's the best DVD out of everything that we reviewed today, and it's probably the only DVD out of these that I will be keeping, while as the rest of these are getting tossed back to the thrift store. So as usual, guys, thank you for joining me for another thrift store anime reviews. I'm sorry this video took so long. I wanted to make it a while ago, and I don't really have an excuse. Now that you're at the end of the video, this gives you time to go check out the Kickstarter that's in the making. We're launching August 31st. Go click notify me on launch. That's all I have for you for today, but we will have more videos coming out soon, so hang in there. And of course, if you'd like for me to go back to the thrift store, pick up some more DVDs to review, I can do that. It's actually been a while since I've been to the thrift store to pick up more anime DVDs. I will do it, but only if you are interested in it. Thank you guys for watching. Like the video, comment if you haven't already to tell me what you thought of the video, what you thought of my analyses. I'll see you guys next time, and until then, bye!
Program restart.